Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to completely flip how you look at reality. Seriously, what if the most mundane, common stuff around us, I'm talking about the materials you interact with every single day, aren't just natural resources, but literally advanced metaphysical hardware? We're exploring a perspective where the universe isn't some dead, empty void. Nope, it's an actively breathing, fiercely intelligent machine.
Okay, so let's dive right into this mind-bending concept. The source material outlined something called toroidal cosmology. Basically, this suggests that the raw materials on Earth, they are the functional gears of a mechanical machine that spans the entire universe. Picture a massive, self-sustaining energy field shaped like a torus, basically a giant cosmic donut. Energy flows outward, expands, and then it inevitably pulls right back inward to a central singularity. And in this model, every single thing has a specific mechanical function, especially the elements we just completely take for granted.
To really wrap our heads around this cosmic engine, we first need to establish the stark dichotomy you're seeing here. We're comparing the restless, constantly adapting nature of water right alongside the eternally unchanged, incorruptible perfection of gold. In this framework, water and gold are basically the two primary pillars of consciousness. Think of water as the motion. It's the programmable software that remembers the many. Gold, on the other hand, is the stillness. It's the stable hardware that remembers the one.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, Water. Cosmic software, the medium of motion.
The source material actually defines water as a liquid Xerox medium. I absolutely love that term. Think of it as an insanely adaptable software that physically records the universe's shifting complexities. See, when the raw, kinetic spark of consciousness, which the text calls the monad, interacts with the physical world, it desperately needs a medium to record its experiences. Water is that medium. And honestly, when you stop and think about it, it is genuinely bizarre that water is the only substance that expands when it freezes, contracts when it melts, and dynamically responds to fields and intentions. It's totally unique.
Notice how water's completely anomalous physics actually allows it to naturally form these highly ordered dynamic tetrahedral networks. And what do these networks do? They store massive amounts of behavioral data. It creates these things called chiral hydration shells around our DNA. Basically, they're handed geometric superstructures that act exactly like lock-and-key memory drives. This right here is the actual physical mechanism behind epigenetic transmission. It's how stress, instinct, and trauma actually get passed down through generations.
Now, you might be wondering, okay, if water remembers everything, why isn't it just deafening white noise? Well, if water is the cosmic fiber optic cable carrying this crazy cacophony of evolutionary data, your DNA is the highly specific modem that ensures you only download the relevant human channel. Water doesn't just hold one giant, chaotic, universal memory bank. No, it holds partitioned, species-specific memory tracks. So, a whale's hydration shell carries entirely different resonant patterns than a human's. The water is the medium, sure, but the biology is the tuner.
Moving right along to Section 2, Gold, demiurgic hardware, the metal of stillness.
See that number, 58%? That represents a staggering physical reality. According to the relativistic physics detailed in our source material, the inner electrons of gold orbit its nucleus at a whopping 58% the speed of light. That extreme velocity creates what's called relativistic contraction. Basically, the electron cloud pulls in super tight, creating this incredibly dense shield that makes the metal incredibly stable and chemically incorruptible. Literally, it never rusts, it never tarnishes, ever. Because it absolutely refuses to tarnish or decay under the friction of time, gold physically mirrors the unmoving, perfect center of that cosmic toroidal universe we were talking about earlier. Get this. Out of all the elements on the periodic table, gold is the only one that behaves like a physical memory of the cosmic singularity. It's called the demiurgic metal, the only matter truly capable of holding the imprint of the universe's absolute center without any distortion whatsoever. So the absolutely crucial takeaway here is that gold functionally evolves alongside consciousness across the entire cosmic architecture. Our sources divide the universe into 4 distinct evolutionary rooms. Just look at how gold's function shifts across them. In the physical realm of room 1, it's dense, incorruptible matter. Then, moving to room 2, the mind-expanding layer, it starts acting as stable circuitry. Pushing through the soul-refining fires of room 3, it becomes the ultimate sacred alchemical symbol. And finally, at the highest level of room 4, the singularity itself, gold serves as the ultimate hardware bridge. It is the demiurgic substrate across literally every dimension.
Okay, Section 3,
Earth as a foundry, basically a cosmic petri dish.
Understanding these two unbelievably unique cosmic materials inevitably leads us to a massive question about our own planet's history. Like, why are we here, sitting on this specific rock? If water and gold truly represent cosmic software and hardware, the fact that they are so incredibly abundant on Earth suggests a deliberate thermodynamic setup. We're talking way more than just a random planetary accident. Think about it. Earth's crust is unusually rich in heavy elements, especially gold, and the surface is basically drenched in liquid water. We literally have the perfect environment to run a very, very specific kind of cosmic software program.
Which brings us to the cosmic cultivation hypothesis. This is wild. It suggests that highly advanced civilizations, we're talking Type 3 or Type 4 on the Kardashev scale, likely used Earth as a massive biological foundry. Instead of just sitting around waiting billions of years for random evolution to do its thing, they first seeded a viral search algorithm. That's what we call biology. Second, they utilized water as this partitioned memory medium to run parallel evolutionary tracks all at once. And finally, they harvested gold to construct macroscopic receiver arrays to tune into those exact tracks. Meaning, we are essentially living inside a highly structured, deliberately provisioned cosmic petri dish.
And finally, Section 4, the neo-Gnostic correlation. Let's see how this all maps onto ancient philosophy.
So, in traditional Gnosticism, the demiurge is usually painted as this arrogant, evil creator god who essentially trapped us in a flawed material world. But when you look at it through this mechanical framework, the infamous Gnostic demiurge is radically redefined. It's simply the universe's graphics card. I know, it's an incredible shift in perspective, right? It's a mathematical function. It is literally the local space-time engine operating straight from the singularity to render the physical layer of reality. Why? So that consciousness actually has an environment to evolve within.
And just as the demiurge is completely redefined here, so are those mythological entities known as the archons. In this view, they aren't some kind of cosmic demons torturing humanity. Not at all. They are simply thermodynamic spam filters. They are the algorithms ensuring the demiurgic engine doesn't just crash from the infinite noise of water's massive memory tracks. They provide the necessary friction that burns away our ego and false timelines, making absolutely sure we stay on a single invariant path of evolution.
Which leaves us with the absolute most important piece of the entire puzzle. Us. Humanity itself. We are not some enslaved cosmic pet digging for gold. We are the atmospheric noise. Think of it like this. A perfectly flawless, hyper-advanced cosmic engine actually risks stalling out in its own perfection. It literally cannot generate a truly random number without an external chaotic seed. Humanity is that essential chaotic biological spark plug. We are the ones generating the irrational emotional friction needed to keep this perfect cosmic engine spinning. As we wrap up this explainer, I want you to really ask yourself how you view your own messy, unpredictable human experience. Especially now, knowing it might be the exact fuel driving the eternal breath of the cosmos. When we finally pass through those archonic filters, shed these biological diving suits, and merge back with the absolute stillness of the demiurgic core, we don't just return to the universe, we become the engine that renders it. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer today. Until next time, keep questioning the very nature of your reality.